G'day viewers, this is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel. I've just made a major breakthrough with refining my Iconoscope TV camera. Yes, I was looking into modifying the horizontal scan circuit because the beam in the Iconoscope tube was only scanning a narrow horizontal width of the tube, resulting in a horizontally stretched picture. So I figured it needed more current going to the horizontal deflection yoke. So I've decided to lower the resistance of the horizontal drive circuit. Yeah, firstly I just simply shorted out that 270 ohm 1 watt resistor that's hidden behind the big 47 ohm resistor. I shorted that out, which did the trick. However, the amount of current going through this poor little trim pot was a bit too much for it, and I saw smoke coming out from it. So I modified it by replacing the small little trim pot with a bigger heavy-duty pot, which is of 1K resistance, and I stuck a 100 ohm resistor in parallel with the pot. So I can vary from 0 to a bit under 100 ohms instead of just to 1K. And of course, yeah, I added a 47 ohm resistor in parallel to 270 ohm resistor, so I've got at least a bit of resistance going through the horizontal drive circuit, horizontal output drive that is. Because otherwise, you know, if I go down to 0 ohms, it's going to belt too much current through and toast the output drive transistor, I'm assuming. Anyway, so in doing that, the results speak for themselves. I now can fully scan the beam now fully scans the horizontal area of the tube, and I now can see the complete image plate, and I can see a much more proportional and much more contrastier looking picture. So there you have it. So I'm now going to adjust the pot, the horizontal adjustment pot, so I can stretch out the picture and I can shrink it. I even wonder if there's much point in even having the pot there, because I'll just shrink it down to its minimum value, and there you've got your proportional picture. Either ways, if I want to stretch it for whatever reason, stretch it horizontally, then stretch it vertically, I can do so. Either way, I like it like that. Anyway, yeah, another thing too I've noticed now that I've got a more proportional picture, the picture looks trapezoidally distorted, as I expected, because of the fact that the beam is scanning the tube's photosensitive plate at a slant, probably I think about 30 degrees or 15 degrees slant. Can't remember what the angle is, but because of that, keystone correction is needed, because the fact that the horizontal beam will scan a much larger area of the bottom section of the tube, which is inverted. I mean, the picture is inverted upside down, so that's the bottom of the tube and that's the top of the tube. So the bottom is much closer than the top, so hence it'll scan a much larger area. But the top, of course, is a lot more distant, so it'll scan a smaller area. So hence I'm going to have to then incorporate keystone correction circuitry, because as you can see, the trapezoidal shape of the picture, it's actually no big deal. It looks quite alright as is, really. It's only, yeah, trapezoidally distorted a bit, but not a big deal to my personal opinion. But anyway, the picture is much nicer and I'm very pleased with how it's looking. Might want to adjust the horizontal a bit because I'm getting a bit of distortion here. That's looking a little bit better. Also, I need to play around with shading correction too, because you can see the dark shading happening when I adjust the grid voltage. So yeah, I'm getting all sorts of funky shading, which of course kind of hinders the picture a bit, particularly the background. Now, for some reason I'm getting a bit of distortion on the scanning side of things. I'm just trying to adjust the horizontal to fix that up. Doing a few little adjustments here. Got the high frequency peak, which adds the, I guess, adds the extra detail, of the finer detail of the picture. Anyway, I'm making a video recording as I'm showing you this, so this is all going to go into YouTube. I'm just adjusting the focus, the optical focus. Yeah, still plenty more work needed to be done on this camera, but the picture, as mentioned, is much more improved, and I can make much more usable videos, better viewing videos from it, so I'm very pleased. So yeah, that's a major breakthrough for this Iconoscope camera, and I'm really glad that I've made so much progress. I'm going to try adjusting the target volts, see what that does, see if that does anything. So see, in one of my previous videos I mentioned I added a target volts adjustment. Doesn't seem to be doing jack diddly squat though. So probably was a bit pointless putting in there. Anyway, I'm going to move pan my camera around a bit and see if I can display on there. See, there's my car, and there's the neighbour's house looking all blurry because it's near-sighted focus. Car's coming up. There it goes. I'll try and focus on my brother's dual cab. And we'll focus on the neighbour's house if I can. Still doesn't look that too clear, but oh well. Anyways, I'm going to keep tinkering away with this camera. I'm so glad I've made some major progress with getting better pictures. So yeah, stay tuned for an upcoming video when I made further progress with improving the picture of this camera. So yeah, stay tuned. This is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel, signing out.